on here this afternoon, probably for the last time today, I think. I've been on social media a lot today, just kind of bringing you with me through my day on various platforms. And I want to thank you for being with me. And I want to share with you the few things that I got at the thrift shop. And earlier I had shared with you the sign that said everything, most things in there were like for $1. So, we create with all recycled materials, fabrics, and supplies on this channel. And we encourage each other and inspire each other, because when you extend the life of any item, it decreases the amount of green gases that are going and contributing to the heating and the warming and, the climate change and all the changes now going on. So with that, this is a bag I made, as you probably know, long ago. And I brought this little bag because I was just thinking, this is just the size I need to get a flower pot. So let me show you what made me go to the thrift shop. So this morning I'm noticing this plant. Yesterday when I was sharing with you, I've been sharing with you this petunia transplanted and how it was doing, and I cut it back a little bit, but look what's happening. The sunflowers, this is a sunflower, another one, they're all popping up in the middle of the petunia plant. And sunflowers can get large. So I still have soil here. I still have plenty of soil to get another little flower pot to put them in. And I have this tiny little trowel. This is like thrift shop I got long ago. It's just adorable. Look at it. I mean, the handle's really nice. It's easy to use. Anyway, so that's what prompted me to take a trip to the thrift shop. And the lady there, and I should say ladies, but they're incredibly helpful. So they went to the back. The lady went to the back and she was going around because she says, do you want terracotta? And that is kind of what I was thinking. I really didn't want to go into Walmart and pay for terracottas, although I may end up there to get the little mini ones that we're painting and putting the little mushrooms in, because I do have a class I'm teaching that too, and I want them to have something really cutesy to be able to, if they want to decorate that on their own. So this, and that's in September at River Arts, if any of you are interested or in town. So this is, I mean, look at this. I got this for $1. Now, like she said, I could drill a little hole in the bottom here. You know what? Stay right with me here. I'm going to find my magnifying glass because I do want to look up what this says. So I'll be right back. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for waiting for me, and I am back. So this was $1, and the last thing I got for $1 there, I had coffee in here, but I gotta wash it up. But I want to show you was this cup, right? And I shared this with you. I got this for $1, and we found out on eBay this is value. This is reselling for $28 to $32, and this is actually it's called Allen Nelson Collection, Fine Bone China, made in England. And I gotta tell you, and coffee drinkers would totally understand this. If you have a cup of coffee in a plastic or stainless steel or cardboard, like any of those type of containers, right? It does affect the coffee. It just totally does. The coffee tastes so seriously good in that. So anyway, that was at the dollar store. So then I see this today. So I'm like, this would work, even though it doesn't have drainage, for these sunflowers. See, until they get a little bit bigger, because then I'll just put them outside, right? So this says Nantucket Home, made in China, dishwasher safe. So this brand is Nantucket Home. So I'm not familiar with it, but again, everything I do get is at the thrift shop. I do not go to like Pier 1 or the stores and buy China. Bone china. So, okay, this is another one I got. It's along the same lines. And she was trying to get everything in my bag. Because I brought the bag, I wanted to use my bag. And she had a beautiful box, really nice little box that I really like the box. But I said, no, I brought the bag so we can use it. Now look, I got all these. I can save these for a little while if I need those for anything. So this was the other. It was funny because she was out in the back looking for something for me. And while she was doing that, I was picking this one out. And she comes out with this. It looks like the same. We'll see if it is. So this is $1 with the lid. So I could use this part, as a little flower pot, but it has such a lovely lid, right? So this one is, brand name is Casuals, made in China by China Pearl. By China Pearl, that's what it says, you see? So I have not a clue if that's, any value on eBay or whatnot, but I do know, I feel like I ended up with a cream and sugar set. I may have to figure out something different to put these little sunflowers in. So then I got this that I thought was just so unique. This was 50 cents. You see? Look how pretty that is. Now this isn't anything to do with gardening. This is actually like a spatula. It was in with the forks and knives and stuff. So it's kitchenware. So, but it's, yeah, it's glass. It's lovely. So that's 50 cents. So I said, well, I can use that. And then I got this. Now I may end up just using this. I don't know, but I don't think. This is very simple. Super simple, 50 cents ramekin. I just wanted a little something really small, I was thinking, and I don't want to go spend a lot for something like this. I just wanted a little tiny something I could put in the oven if I wanted to heat like a dessert or something up. So I got that. And that's it. That's what I got. And, but, I love the apple decor. I mean, I just love the apple decor. It's just lovely. But, so either one of these, I may transfer these. They're growing as we're talking. I mean, this was happening the other day. I seriously, honest to God, can't believe it. They're growing, growing, growing. But I believe, oh, maybe they're string beans. I don't know what these are growing. I thought they were sunflower seeds. Just tells me that that's what they look like right off the bat, is sunflower seeds. So anyway, I just wanted to get on here and share with you that, for $3, this is what I got. So with that, I was going to, now I have this. This is actually, look, this matches this. I'm going to turn it this way. See the olives on there? And I got these, see? I got these at totally different times, actually different years, but, okay. Now, the other thing we could do, I'm gonna show you something, is I have this. So I have this, I've had this for quite some time. This is also a thrift shop buy. It's Snoopy, and it's a cup, and it goes all the way, like here, you know? And I don't know who's gonna drink, you know, out of a cup like that, right? So I kind of have it on the side for decoration, but I could just plant them in this now. And the only reason I'm going back and forth on where I'm going to plant them is because I want to make sure it's something that I'm not going to want to use for food or, you know, anything like that. And I keep thinking with these, because I don't eat, you know, sugar. I'm not going to take it and put it in my coffee. I'm not going to sprinkle it on cereal. But I may have a guest or somebody who likes sugar, and maybe I should have a sugar bowl. You know what I mean? So now I have one other thing down here. Oh, it's up here actually. And it's just the simplest of solutions. I'm going to show it to you. So I went to, granted, I did go to the thrift shop thinking I'm going to get terracotta, but I didn't. So as a matter of fact, these things that I got, I really, really like for the fall. So I'm going to put these to the side. And what we're going to do is we're going to transplant these sunflowers together and just get them out of this. And if any more pop up, then I can deal with that. So, but I do want to get them out. Now I have a very simple, very old plastic container I can use, or I can use this one. I kind of like the idea of this one because it's nice and long, and and I used it actually, guess what, for the petunias, the little plants, and then I put I was just watering it every day. This was holding it fine. So look, there's very, very, very little dirt that we're going to be using. Very little, I should say, soil with the nutrients. And when they say when you first transplant something, but these sunflower seeds are so young, like they have not been in there but a few days. The shock may be very minimal to them. I don't know, you tell me. But what I'm going to do is put some dirt in here. And then when they get big enough, which I bet you is going to be within a week, just guessing, then we will bring them outside. So I'm going to take these off. I hate to take them out of their little environment, but oh my, let's see. Okay, yeah, I guess that's it. And I'm just going to gently, and you know why I don't like even doing this is because I just transplanted the petunia. I do not want it to get any more shocked. So what I'm going to do is use a popsicle stick, okay, and just very gently lift these little guys up. And the roots are already just a little bit long there. That's kind of surprising to me, to be honest. Look, that is a sunflower root. That's to the sunflower. So we're gonna get these more dirt and more water, but we're very gently doing this, just so they can have their own space, and hopefully they make it, because, and then what I'm going to do, yeah, these are long roots, see? This is only a matter of days, okay? And we're gonna give it more dirt in a minute, but hopefully, I mean, these have gotten so big. I just can't, and I'm gonna have to replace the soil for the petunia that I'm taking. So I think I got them all. And I could have just, look at this. This is just wild. I seriously can't believe. Okay, now, what I want to do, I think I got them all. And I'm just going to replace a tiny little bit of soil here. And we will remove, we're gonna move the little petunia over here. And I want to just make sure I water that, and then we gotta water the sunflower seeds. This is the thing, these seeds here, these sunflowers, okay, they're in the dirt, but they can, the dirt can hold pockets of air. And so what you want to do, this is the reason they say, make sure you water them a lot. Now these are almost too big for this container, seriously, tall, but it will still work out all right. This will work out all right. And they get that tall, they're going outside. So, but I think we got them all. This one, it may need a little help standing. Now, you're probably saying, well, Carmella, why didn't you just put them outside? And the reason I'm not, is because I'm going to tell you what, the temperature's kind of, oops, the temperature is kind of dropping at night around here right now. So we have, as you know, the wildfires in Canada. So we think maybe what's going to happen, or what's happening, is they are going to, I'm going to use a lot of these popsicle sticks to hold these guys up. I'll get more, and we will hold them up. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Thank you for being with me. So I'm putting the popsicle sticks. Now these are found in like the craft department and in like Walmart. I mean, they're totally safe. They're safe. They're made that way to be, you know, non-toxic and all that. Oh, these have to be watered though. So before I get those in there. Okay. This one just doesn't, I guess it wants to go over that way. Whoops. These poor little, I guess I got to get them watered because look, they're coming up here. Okay, let's get that one planted. And we'll water them so with a good amount. Now, you're probably saying, why, Carmella, do you have the petunia in the sink? Because the petunia is still going through a little shock of being transplanted, so it needs a lot of water during the day. And what do I want to say? The roots, this one I'm going to bring way over here. The roots are not reaching like the bottom of that particular flower pot because it's a deep flower pot. So for the roots to get their water like regularly right now, I am watering it a lot during the day. Okay, so this one, there we go. I think these are pretty good. And you know, ultimately, these are going to go where they want to go. So I'm going to show this to you in a minute after I get them all watered. And I'll come back around in a couple of hours. That's how I do it. I don't wait, you know, 15, 20 hours. I water them again in a couple of hours because it helps them to acclimate. So this is not a really deep container. I'm almost, so anyway, it's a temporary container. But look, so here they are. And some may make it, some may not. I think they're going to be all right, to be honest. I mean, they look okay. They're just a little floppy because guess what? I've got to spend a little more time on getting them a little more secure in the dirt. Now, when I transplant these, and I'm not an expert or anything, but because they're in this long kind of open type of container, this will be much easier to transplant them outside. And so when they get larger and they're starting to outgrow this for sure, you know, I'll just put them outside. So I may put them in, I'll probably put them in the ground, or I may put them in a deeper flower pot. So anyway, I wanted to bring you with me on this because, you know, we love everything about our earth, and if we can help it a little bit, I think that's the, people are probably saying, oh my God, Carmella, that poor. Anyway, I'm just going to let it lean over. I am for now. And until I can figure out a better way. Oh, I did figure out a way. Maybe, no, that's not good. That's not good. No. Let's do this. I'm gonna crisscross those. There. That's it, right there. I just crisscross the sticks a little bit to give them a little, there we go. That way, if they want to lean over, they'll lean over. If they're going to lift up and they're going to get healthier and whatnot, that will be fine. So anyway, I wanted to jump on here to share my thrift shop finds with you because I know that you love that. And just to say, you know, have a wonderful afternoon. Just try to give you some ideas. And so the next, I have a number, as you know, of projects going. Including our Japanese utility aprons. So we'll be working more on those. And, but I am also working on tiny little bird houses, like our little gnomes here that we had made. So about this size, and this has magnets on it. This one is on the coffee pot. So anyway, with that, I hope that you have a wonderful afternoon, and I hope that this inspires you to plant. You know, these just, like I said, started growing like crazy out of in the petunia flower pot, so I figure I would give them their own space. So with that, you have an absolutely beautiful day.